Slowly occurring kind.
There was this festival at the Boardwalk Beach. I live by the boardwalk, so this is probably why I have the dream. Also, my friend Bowen introduced me to a group called The Knife the other day and had me watch a music video for them. I didn't really think that much of it, but anyway, in this dream, there was a festival going on at the boardwalk called The Knife, I think. Like, it was a festival all about knives, and everyone who was there had to, like, bring a small knife, and I guess the major thing was like a giant knife walking around, like a person in a knife costume or something or other like that. There was also this no violence rule, which I thought was kind of funny, and I was a little intimidated to actually go to the festival because it seemed that violence would be like almost inevitable if there's like hundreds or thousands of people walking around with knives. Anyway, in this dream, I'm a total loner. I don't really have anything to do on this particular evening. The sun's starting to set, and everyone and their mom is going to the knife festival, so I decide to go, even though it's like $10, which I feel is kind of a rip-off. But when I get in line, they tell me that if I don't go now, it's going to be $12 after the sun sets, so I figure, okay, whatever, I'll just get my ticket now. And meanwhile, this is sort of like intercut with the knowledge that there are tons of HIV-infected needles floating around the tide and the sand at the Boardwalk Beach, and I'm being very careful about the needles. At the knife festival, a young boy is skateboarding or roller skating or something, and he falls, and then his older brother comes and like cuts open the little boy's leg where he got hurt and like sucks out the blood or something, and it's supposed to have this message that knives are good or something.
One time I dreamt that I was Angelina Jolie, and that was interesting but odd because I didn't do anything cool. I was just Angelina Jolie. Like, I didn't touch my boobs or anything like that I would hope I would do if I was Angelina Jolie. No, instead, like, I think I played tennis or something stupid. Like, I did nothing cool as Angelina Jolie. I was just Angelina Jolie. Like, it was a matter-of-fact sort of thing. And all my friends were like, oh, what's up, Angelina? And that was kind of fucking weird.
The other day, I had a dream about a blonde little boy who was like 7 or something, and there was some definite sexual tension there, and there was definitely a shower masturbation scene that I don't wish to elaborate on further.
I think I was 13 or 14, and I dreamt I got stabbed with some sort of object down my throat, out the back of my head, and woke up ejaculating.
I had this recurring dream when I was a kid that there was this horse, except it stood up on its hind legs and it walked around and it wore a lab coat, and it was some kind of doctor horse, and everything this doctor horse touched turned to jigsaw pieces, and it just fell apart. Like, he walked up to a window and he touched it, and just immediately it was all white and it was just pieces of jigsaw puzzle, and they just crumbled to the ground, and it was really frightening.
So when I was little, I had this recurring dream that I was like on this like weird train that went around this table in the middle of a forest, and there were like goblin dudes running around.
As a child, I would have these recurring dreams of my mother, in which I would be wandering around in some hallway. As I would near a corner, I would actually feel the presence of my mother, and I would actually know that she was around the corner. And then I would have this decision to make where I knew I didn't want to turn that corner, but instead I did anyway, and it was as if I really had no choice. And so the minute I go around that corner, I see my mother sitting down on a chair, and I walk up to her slowly, and she just looks at me with a kind of half smirk. And then when I get up close, her eyes go black, her teeth become fangs, and she automatically grabs my hand and starts gnawing away, and that's when I wake up.
And also, when I was little, I used to die in my dreams. And when I did, the next like scene that appeared would be me being flushed down the toilet by my mom. And then I would be falling through the sky, and then I would wake up.